Hello, Internet, and welcome to a very, very special edition of DevTools and DevCools. My name is Andrew. This is my amazing co-host.
I'm Parth.
And we are your hosts here today for DevTools and DevCools Cloudflare Edition. Now, you may notice some color changes here. We've got some orange that is here because we really want to rep as best as we possibly can for Cloudflare. I searched through all of my swag. I couldn't find any Cloudflare swag. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Cloudflare team. We're always looking for Cloudflare swag. But Parth, today is an extra special stream, and why is that? I feel like there's some people that are here that are maybe a little bit different than our normal streams.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a to say the least, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be not normal, and with a bunch of guests on the stream, it'll be interesting. I think
I love it.
We'll see we'll see where it goes. I think it'll be a great stream, actually.
I love it. I love that, like, just in case you're watching this internet and you're like, man, Andrew and Parth seem to really have their stuff together, and they definitely plan. I remember when we started doing these streams, and Parth and I would have these brilliant plans, and we'd have these step-by-step instructions, and now we're just like, all right, we know what we're going to do, no script, no nothing. Now we're bringing on guests and throwing them into the chaos that is DevTools and DevCools, but I feel like that is part of this experience. So there's two of us, so I feel like each of us should introduce somebody. Do you want to introduce our extra special DevCycle guest, or do you want to introduce our extra special guest, Parth?
I'll do the DevCycle guest, and
all
then
right.
you can
All right.
we can have the best for the last. You can
All right.
introduce
Here we
our
go.
extra special guest.
So I'm even gonna pull myself off because I feel like this deserves a heck of an introduction. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna pull myself off. Parth, take it away. Introduce our extra special DevCycle guest.
So today we have our very own engineer at DevCycle who will be joining us for their debut stream, and will actually be coding live with us, and it is none other than Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hello. Happy to be here.
How's it going, Jason? What do you think of the stream so far?
I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm a really
Yeah.
big fan of Cloudflare stuff, so excited to be here.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, that was good. That was good, Parth. I feel like you did a good job. You brought the energy there. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
I'll take that.
All right, it's good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an 8 out of 10. But hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what this is.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Now, we have been joined by many guests over the years, even though we've only been doing this for like 6 months, here on DevTools and DevCools, but ne'er has there ever been a guest quite as epic as our guest who is going to be joining us. We met many moons ago across the ocean in the exotic land of London, England, where this person had traveled from the distant world of Berlin, Germany, and at the time was working somewhere a little bit less exciting than where they are now. But now they have landed at the place that we love. We know we are standing for here at DevCycle, Cloudflare. I am so pleased to introduce you all, Internet. If you don't know him, what's going on in your life? Get on the internet. Let me introduce the one, the only, Harshil Agrawal. How's it going, Harshil?
Oh my god, that was an outstanding, and you just hyped me up, and I'm like, I feel the pressure now, it's like, okay, I am like, need to fill out the big shoes, but thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. It's been always a pleasure, and to like talking with you and learning about what DevCycle is doing. So I'm super excited to try to share what I have been doing at Cloudflare, especially durable objects, and looking forward to build something cool on the stream.
I love it. All right, let's bring back on Jason and Parth. What do you think? I feel like I yelled a lot, so I might have peaked my microphone, so that might actually have been a worse introduction. What do you think, Parth and Jason? How did I do for my introduction?
I'd give that like a 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
Yeah, it was really good.
So 9. We got a 9.
Jason's a hard critic. He got a 9.
All right, Parth. So for that 11 out of 10, I'm gonna up you to 10 out of 10. I feel like
that's great.
But Jason gave me a 9, so that might bring you down to 9. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna even out. We'll average out 11, 7. What does that equal? Like 8.5. Oh my god, this is gonna be a good stream. Okay, so speaking of which, how is my mic? I've been peaking a lot on streams recently, so am I peaking or no? You're okay? Okay,
Yeah, I think you're okay.
I guess before we go any further, because I'm sure we'll probably have some new people watching this stream, I feel like we always describe what our stream is, but I want to put Jason on the spot today and have Jason describe what exactly is this stream, Jason. What is this stream that we are doing today? What is DevTools and DevCools all about?
DevTools and DevCools is the place to be for all your developer needs. It is a place where we usually get stuff working, but not all the time, but that's okay. As we do it, and we do it live.
I love that you set that up so well for what's to come. I love that. All right, Parth, do you want to do the pitch? What is DevTools and DevCools? That was awesome, by the way, Jason. Like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I'll just kind of add on to what Jason's saying. DevTools DevCool is kind of is there a platform for us to decode the hype from the helpful from the hype, and is kind of where we try new stuff, look at new like developer news and new technologies that are out there, and kind of try to see if it's useful, try to see if it just give it a try, just so like everybody watching can get a chance to see what it is and how we are kind of handling situations.
Absolutely.
And that.
I love it. Yeah, so if you're just watching and you're just catching this, DevTools, DevCools, decoding the helpful from the hype is kind of the tagline for this stream. This is not about feature flags at all. So if you have no idea where you are, welcome to the internet. You're probably here on Twitch or LinkedIn or X or YouTube. We're DevCycle. We're a feature flag management platform. We're not going to talk about that at all today. We're here to talk about cool dev tools that you might be interested in. You already know you're interested in DevCycle, but you may not know that you should probably also be interested in some other cool tools like Cloudflare, which is a tool that we use extensively at DevCycle. So Harshil, your turn to kind of be on the spot. I don't think we need to get into exactly what durable objects are quite yet, but what exactly is Cloudflare?
Oof, what exactly is Cloudflare? All right, let me try to answer it this way. So a lot of people kind of already know Cloudflare. You know, when they access a website, you might see like, you know, the site is blocked by Cloudflare because of some malicious activities, or there might be a CAPTCHA where, you know, you have to prove that you are a human and not a robot that also says powered by Cloudflare, right? So Cloudflare is traditionally known as, you know, a security company to, you know, secure your applications, but we have grown a lot from that. It has become now a developer platform where you can build your applications. We give you hosting, we give you databases, we give you durable objects, you name it, and we might already have that for you. If you're building event-driven applications, we got queues. If you are building, let's just say, if you need, let's just say, an object storage, we got R2 for that. We got Workers AI if you want to build AI applications. So we got everything that you need to build modern applications in today's world. So Cloudflare is basically now a developer platform for you to build your own applications.
Amazing. That was so well done. I love that it used to be easy to describe what Cloudflare did, and then Cloudflare just like took off like a rocket and is doing everything now. Yeah, like incredible. And that was super well done, Harshil. Everybody's doing 10 out of 10 today. Y'all, like, if you don't watch this stream normally, like, what are you doing? This is like the place where the best people come to just be on the internet and talk dev stuff. Okay, so we talked about what the stream is. We talked about kind of what Cloudflare is and a really brief kind of structure on what DevCycle is. I think it's probably useful for us to go around and do a round of introductions. Parth and I haven't actually done this in a while, and I think it's good just to like kind of talk about who you are and your background and kind of what you actually do at your company. I'll start things off. So I'm Andrew, developer advocate at DevCycle, which means my job is this. I literally just do streams. I write content. I create marketing pages. I hang out with developers around the world at conferences, which is actually where I met Harshil last September 2023. We were both attending the DevRelCon in London at that time. And then Harshil and I have met up a couple of other times. We met up in Berlin when I was there. He was gracious enough to kind of connect and take some time. We'd been talking through a couple of previous companies, and we've been like, oh, we need to do a stream, and we'd hoped to do it previously, and I was like, Harshil, we need to finally do this. And so when I said this, also our team went bananas. We all absolutely love Cloudflare, so that's me. So maybe a little bit about you, Harshil.
So as you all know now that my name is Harshil and I work as a developer educator, something similar to developer advocates, but more focused on a couple of products here at Cloudflare, which includes data and storage products that we have. And I love my job because 1 minute I would be like playing around with durable objects, and the next I am trying to build an event-driven application using queues. So it's kind of fun to like learn new technologies and share my learnings with the community, be it coming on the live streams, doing talks at conferences, or writing tutorials.
Amazing. I love it. All right. Next up on my screen anyway is Jason. So Jason, maybe an intro to you, because again, first time on the DevCycle stream.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a developer here at DevCycle. I've been with DevCycle for a while, and during that time, I've played a lot with Cloudflare's tools, made several workers, and generally love the technology. So I'm excited to see where it goes today.
Awesome. And last, but certainly not least, my wonderful, exceptional, talented, just great human, Parth.
Thanks for all that. Also a developer here at DevCycle. Work with Jason on the same team, and been working with like everything on DevCycle for the past like couple years. So yeah, it's been that. And in my free time, I love to be here with Andrew, hanging out and doing streams with him.
I love it. So if you're watching in chat, because there's lots of people here, and like, why are y'all not chatting? Get into those comments and say hello. Who are you? Why are you here? And if you're not sure why you're here, it's okay. This is a safe space. We're here to support you through your Cloudflare journey. And the great thing is we get to struggle live on stream. So you can see that it's okay to struggle, but also I don't think we're going to struggle that much because we've had really, really good luck, with other Cloudflare stuff that we've done on stream. So like the DX is exceptional. We found anyways. And so now the real challenge is first time live coder, Jason. Is it going to be easy there? And I feel like if you can live stream code for the first time doing this ever, that's the true experience of whether or not this is going to be easy. Hey Aditya, welcome. Super excited to have you here. I'm going to pull up everybody that comments on here. So if you want to get some love on like your own channels and stuff, like put a comment in there. I'll put it up no matter where it comes in. I'm just kind of here for the eye candy today. That's why I'm in blue. I will not be touching code today at all, but I will be controlling things from behind the scenes. All right. So we talked a lot about all of the background stuff. We're like 15 minutes in, people are on the stream. What is the thing that we're actually going to be talking about today? And I'm happy to just throw that out to anybody. Parth, Jason, Harshil, like whoever wants to talk about it. What are we actually going to be like exploring? What tech are we going to be looking at today?
Jason, do you want to go?
I was told that we were going to be looking at durable objects today, and I think Harshil can do a little more explaining better than I can.
Jason is like rolling with it today. I dig it. Jason's gonna be like, I'm done for the day after this is over. Okay, so yeah, durable objects. Harshil, for those that are new to the world of Cloudflare or to durable objects, like what are durable objects and where might you use them?
So, durable objects is kind of an interesting technology that came out from Cloudflare. It is a compute with a storage, right? So don't think of it as like a full-blown server, but think of it as a very tiny compute where you can run a single threaded application, but it gives you storage on the top of it, right? So you can have an SQLite a storage in durable objects or a key value pair storage in durable objects. And the reasons durable objects are really popular is because they allow you to build stateful applications. So when we talk about stateful applications, this was kind of my question, but what do they really mean, right? What is a stateful application, right? So let's take a step back and try to understand a simple chat application, right? You have a chat application where you are chatting with your friends. In one group, there is a different group. I don't know, you might be chatting with your colleagues. A third group might be you chatting with your family and stuff like that, right? Now, if you think about it, all these have kind of the same logic. You send a message, you receive a message, and things happen in a real time. You don't have to like wait for ages to get those messages. Durable objects makes this coordination between different objects or between different rooms more easy and in a more reusable way. So the way durable objects work is you create a simple class and you can reuse it for anything that you want. And we're gonna try to do something around that in this stream to allow you to see it in action. And that's what I'm really excited about. And I've been playing around with durable objects, as I mentioned to Andrew and other folks just before the live stream. I was trying to add some kind of reactions to my slides that I'm working on using durable objects. So I feel like this is going to be a really interesting real-time live application.
I love it. Yeah, and I'm just posting, if anybody's interested, just going to post it in chat. If you're interested in like what slides Harshil's talking about, this is not his slides, but this is the system. It's like coding your slide deck if you don't want to use Google Slides or whatever. But yeah, there's a bunch of these different tools out there, but it's definitely one to check out. I love this. And I feel like, has anybody here on the call outside of Cloudflare ever built some sort of a live interactive application where you're like a chat room or anything like that?
Yeah, I made like a chat room type project for school, but like other than that, I haven't like looked into anything like too much into it like since then.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I built like a chat room component for like a learning management system, but because I wasn't using WebSockets, it needed to like pull the database like every like X milliseconds, and like pulling's fine, but like the server logs just end up looking absolutely insane, right? And so there are ways to do this that are really easy, but also the fact that you can do this in like a micro server is such a cool concept here that I don't know if people necessarily appreciate until they've tried to build something like this and you're like, oh, it's actually really hard to keep people in sync, where you're not like having to pull things or like set up a totally separate WebSocket instance or whatever. But question around this before we kind of jump into what we're actually building. How do WebSockets play into this, or do they at all? Like, are we needing to worry about that kind of stuff when we're talking about durable objects?
So we will be building a WebSocket server, but it's like 3-4 lines of code, not more than that, and we'll have a
Okay.
WebSocket server up and running.
Love
And then
that.
durable objects is gonna like do the rest of the things.
That's wild. See, like, and this is the thing, right? Is like, I saw this amazing post by the guy who created Oh My ZSH. So I went to a conference in Boston a couple of weeks ago, and he was speaking, but he did a post yesterday about like simplifying and like go for like the most simple implementation of whatever technology that you can build. And I feel like we're talking about that, like one platform, all of these things, because we're going to be using just like a Cloudflare worker, basically, right? Cloudflare worker
Yeah.
and durable objects, like everything's in one place. That's so much easier. Microservices, I feel like have had their moment. Out, like when you're separating it out into different places, I feel like if you're going to use microservices, you now kind of need to use them all in the same place. So our focus today is we are going to be building a Tic Tac Toe game. Not building, we're going to find a Tic Tac Toe game, and then we're going to apply, because like y'all don't need to see us build things like that. It already exists. Tic Tac Toe is kind of like a really basic project that's out there. So we're going to go look on GitHub. We're going to find a project, or we're going to use one that we already have. And then and when I say we, I use that term very broadly because we is Jason. Jason is going to jump on and start to live code. Now, I will say, because you may notice if you're watching the stream, Parth will disappear in a couple of minutes, and he'll probably be back. So don't worry if you're like, I'm only here for Parth. Don't worry, he'll be back. It's okay. But it's okay. Parth has passed all of his co-hosting knowledge over to Jason. So Jason is gonna, he's gonna pass his glasses through the camera over. No, he doesn't even have to. You guys have matching glasses. Fantastic. But yeah, so just if you're watching and you notice that Parth drops off, that's why, but he'll be back, fear not. And really, this is the Jason and Harshil show. Parth and I are just here for eye candy. All right, so let's jump into it. Jason, do you want to get a screen share up? All right.
In the meantime, there's a question in chat from Aditya, and it says that the same question, how durable objects are similar to WebSockets.
What's
Okay,
your answer?
so I'm gonna clarify, durable objects are separate from WebSockets. They are not the same. Durable objects, so we're gonna build a WebSocket server, and you're gonna see that it's not built in durable objects. It's just interacting with durable objects. During the live stream, when we implement those parts, you're gonna understand that.
Yeah. So I think if you're wondering, so durable objects are like a mini server, right? It's basically like a mini server where you can have a database or like a key value store, right?
Yeah.
Like a JSON object. And then you still need your code, like your code of your actual project. And then you still need that glue that attaches them together, which is going to
Exactly.
be WebSockets for this live application. So if you're wondering, that's kind of where this will all fit in. But yeah, I think WebSockets get this big like rep as being this super complicated thing. And I'm excited that we're going to see that they're not that bad. All right, Jason, you ready for me to show your screen?
Sure. What screen should I be showing? I only have one screen right now, so
That's all right.
All right, I'll just yeah, go ahead. Go for
You
it.
good? All right, here we go. So, we are here. Look at that. You're a good developer, Jason. In the docs already. Didn't even need to say anything. So where should we start, folks? I feel like we need to, do we want to start looking at what durable objects are in the docs, or do we want to start by like going to GitHub and finding a project? What do you think, everybody?
Maybe we can do a little split. Do a little split. So maybe I can go over the docs, see what we can see, and maybe you guys can try to find me a good project to.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna pull. Let's do that. I love that idea. Look at that. So I'm gonna get another screen share up here. Gonna get my screen share up here. Do I want to share this screen? Boop. Look at that beautiful. Excuse me. Look at that beautiful screen. All right, and look at this here. Look at us. We're on. Look at this. Harshil's live on stream and tweeting. You can tell you work in DevRel when you're like live tweeting while actually doing something, and you're able to do it all effectively. All right, let's head over to GitHub. Not there, and I want to zoom in here. Let's go just into. How am I not signed into GitHub? Wow. Sorry, I'm not gonna dox myself. Don't worry, everybody. And if I do, oh yeah, we're definitely going to pull that off our screen. You all do not need to see my 1Password. Much as that would be fun, I don't think that we need it today. All right, let's get GitHub. Let's get this. Oh, I remember I logged out of GitHub yesterday, and I think it's the first time that I've ever logged out of GitHub on this computer. So let's see. Is it going to make me do what? No, GitHub. Okay, there we go. And then here we go. And then this. I love that nobody can see what I'm doing right now. And that's fantastic. All right, Authenticator app. I love it. Here we go. And oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We're into GitHub. Continue single sign-on to DevCycle. Oh, so many steps. We're good. I think we're almost there. And we're in. All right. Y'all can get a little sneak peek at our marketing site. Okay, so let's head over here and let's look for an X's and O's game. So Tic Tac Toe. Let's see if we can find one that's like super simply implemented. I feel like the more simple, the better, right?
Yeah, do you want to search by language?
Ooh, yes.
Yep.
We're going to build this in Rust, right?
I am not a Rust developer. If anyone here is.
We're going to build it in, I feel like Java. I feel like Java is maybe the language. No, we're going to build it in JavaScript. Who are we kidding? I mean, really, we want to build it in TypeScript, but TypeScript's not a real programming language. So, there you are out there. You know what? Come for me, internet. Come for me. All right. And I find the best way to do here, let's go most stars. Most stars. We got a Redux visualization of MCTS. All right, let's see what we got here. 288 stars for Tic Tac Toe JS. Tic Tac Toe in React because it's Simple Skills Sunday. Endpoint. What do we got here in Svelte? I have one of them that I really love in here. It's Tic Tac Toe in Alpine JS. Code. Maybe it's just not called. Hold on. Tic Tac Toe Alpine JS. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one that anyways, we'll go here. Okay, so let's look at this one. They got a Medium article, a GitHub page. You can play the game. Is this already? Oh, it's a Heroku. What are you doing out there hosted on Heroku? It's 2024, people. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, this looks like it was already doing some sort of stateful stuff. Was it? I don't know. Single source of truth. This is like a really well implemented. It's like a really well built application. Like well documented. Goodness. So we got something like this. I don't know. So there's this one. This is the one that's like my favorite because it's like pretty simple. Like it's basically like 43 lines of JavaScript. And then it's a lot of like Alpine JS stuff. So there's this one. We can keep looking through here though. How are people feeling? What are we liking? Am I gonna have to go in to look at TypeScript stuff? Don't make me do this, guys. Don't make me look at TypeScript. Angular Tic Tac Toe. Oof. All right. 146 stars. What do we got? Most stars. Angular Tic Tac Toe's got a lot. Dino Tic Tac Toe. Dino's having a moment. Did you guys see the Dino like promo video?
Yep.
Hey, look, it was good. All right, maybe Dino's the one that we can do. Does Dino play well with Cloudflare?
I think so. I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is a 5-year-old. This is a 5-year-old repo, so maybe not that one. It's a little older. Oh, this is already multiplayer though. Whoa.
Do we want to build the UI using AI?
Look at you, Harshil. Why are we looking up other people's GitHub stuff? Why are we not doing this using AI? What? You know what, Harshil? Yes, we are. In fact, why don't we do all of this stuff with AI? Let's just build this entire application using AI. This seems like an appropriate way to use AI for a really simple application. All right, I need to close that. Do we want to should we use preview? Oh no, GPT 4.0 with Canvas. I don't know
I
what this
haven't
is.
tried that.
I have
haven't
no
tried
idea
that.
what this is. All right. Why am I using ChatGPT still and not Perplexity? You may be asking yourself. Who knows? All right. What is our prompt going to be here? What do we want to ask? What do we want to ask?
Create a simple Tic Tac Toe game with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Game. Single page. In vanilla HTML, CSS via Tailwind, and JavaScript. All right, let's see what it comes up with. That was fast.
Super fast.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Can you preview this? Port to a language, fix bugs, add logs. What the heck? That's awesome. Can you preview it? Copy?
I don't think so. Can we? No.
That's fine. That's fine. We can throw it in somewhere and try it out. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's copy this. Let's go over to, I think it was in CodePen before. Login with GitHub. Too many pens. Unentitled. What do I got here? All right, sick. Let's see if that works. Okay. Why is it throwing errors at me? Unexpected identifiers.
Maybe we want to separate out the JavaScript.
Might have to. Oh yeah, because it never likes this. Okay, I gotta pull the script over to the JavaScript section. CSS is fine, and then I gotta get rid of. I think I gotta get rid of this stuff. Head. No, I need to keep the head and keep the body tag.
You want to have the closing body tag as well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Restart. Okay. What's my error that's going on here? Why am I doing it in? Oh, hold on. Unexpected identifier S. All right. So we got some debugging stuff here that we got to figure out. Oh, it's a draw. That's fine. Okay. Okay, good to draw. Nice. Okay. I want to win though. Okay.
Perfect.
Sick. It works. Awesome. Okay. So, how do we want to share this code? Like, what do we want to do? Because Jason, you're going to be doing this live on your device. So we could use Zed. If we wanted to. Have you used Zed before, Harshil?
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Jason, do you have Zed installed on your device?
I do not.
Bro. Okay. Yo. So this is DevTools and DevCools. So and I love that we're able to deliver something. So Zed is a browser or a code editor that was specifically designed for collaboration. And so it was actually built by a bunch of ex-GitHub engineers. And it's probably like the most beautiful editor. But actually, I'm realizing, what's the other one that we're using a lot internally, Jason? The like AI VS Code editor.
Cursor.
Do you want to do Cursor instead? Should we do that?
Sure. I use Cursor all the time.
Yeah. Do you want to do that? Because then we're doing some AI stuff. Have you used Cursor, Harshil?
No, I use Cody by SourceGraph.
What? Hold on. We're looking at all these things. What do you use?
Cody by CODY. Yeah.
CODY? Oh, Cody.
Cody.
Really?
Like the name.
The AI code assistant.
Interesting.
I don't have to install Cursor, then I can just add it as an extension and then it works.
Oh, that's sick. All right.
I
Yeah, geez, just do it in Cursor, and then I can literally just like copy and paste the code.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. This is like
Whatever's easiest.
Yeah. I just want to fix that one error that's in here. Where was it? Like line. Hold on. It's. Yeah, where was it? Game player.
Yeah, line 63.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and then Jason, I'm just gonna share this over on Slack, but not dox myself. So I'm gonna pull this off now. I'm gonna share this with you over in Slack, and then we can kind of go from there. Where's it hiding? Andrew, Jason, and Parth. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to share. Code block. Sick. Shared. All right, it is in Slack. Jason.
All right.
That was such a smart idea. Harshil, what are you doing coming up with amazing ideas like using AI to do our work for us?
I mean, we want to focus on the back end and not on the front end. So I love doing this. I'm like, hey, just give me the code for the UI. I don't want to like play with Tailwind classes now.
I love that. I think that's so smart. And this is it. So I saw this great post from PJ. He did like an interview on Jason's. Anyways, he quoted this thing and he basically said like Copilot is like these Copilot tools are not meant to be like the pilot. They're meant to be like an assistant that gets you where you need to be, right? And we want to be playing around in Cloudflare, not playing around with getting the UI set up. All right, so we got you up here, Jason. We got our Tic Tac Toe. Amazing. So if you've never heard of Cursor, by the way, Cursor is an AI code editor. It literally is a fork of VS Code. So if you're used to VS Code, you can use all of your VS Code extensions, but you basically get like a really, really, really good Copilot to assist you in here. If you're interested in this and you're watching the stream and you've never been here before, we actually did a stream where we reviewed like all of these different code editors and we did some stuff with Cursor AI. So if you're interested in Cursor AI, go Google like DevTools, DevCools, Cursor AI, and you can find more about it. Awesome.
Did I name it? Tic Tac Toe Dio.
Tic Tac Toe Dio, yeah. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Right? The fact that it just works is just amazing to me.
Nice. Cool.
Like super simple. We got it there. But right now, this is a static thing. This is on your local device. This is not multiplayer. So I feel like we should probably start to jump into our durable object stuff. So Harshil, you're navigating. What's next?
Yeah, we can do this in two different ways. We can have the UI as it's over here and have like a separate wrapper for the durable objects, or we can have both the UI and like the durable objects running in the same wrapper. And we recently announced static assets in workers, which allows you to basically run static HTML files and also like run worker stuff like durable objects, queues, and all the other things in the same project. You don't have to create separate repositories. So it's on you how you want to do that.
Let's do that.
Oh, that sounds a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'll start with creating a new project. So I'll just open up a terminal and do npm create Cloudflare.
npm create Cloudflare.
Yep, and just hit enter. I think there is no space between create. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. You can just go ahead, install that. It's gonna ask you a bunch of questions. What do you want to name the repository or the project? So you can just enter that.
Let's do Tic Tac Toe Dio. Wait, I might have already done this, but let's do, whatever.
We're gonna select existing template, so let's just go with hello world example. Or you can just check out other templates as well if you want.
Sure, we can do just hello world.
And then you see that we already have a durable object thing. So we don't have to like start everything from scratch. We already got the boilerplate code up over here. We can use that.
Nice. Enter.
Yeah. Whatever is your preference, I would go.
I do like TypeScript.
Perfect.
Oh, that was seamless.
It's going to install the dependencies. It's going to ask you if you want to set it as a Git repo.
Sure.
And we don't want to deploy it, so we can leave it as no. All right, we now have the repo set up. So if you just go into that, and open it up.
Let's do open it up in my.
Code editor. Yeah.
Do you wanna bump the text size up just a tiny bit, Jason?
Sure.
Awesome. That's perfect. Perfect.
Hold on, let me open this one. Cool.
Awesome. So now, as you can see, we have the node modules, and there is a source folder which has index.ts, and this is where we're gonna contain our worker code and the durable object code. We're gonna come back to this later. Let's just get our front end running. So the first thing you want to do is go to your wrangler.toml file, and this is where you basically set up all the bindings. So we're gonna tell our worker project that, hey, it's gonna use static assets, and this is where the static files are present. So you want to do in square brackets assets. You can just after this you can just do assets, and then directory, and then you can call it public if you want. Yeah. So what we're doing over here is saying that, hey, public directory is where we're going to have all our assets, right? So you can now create a public directory, have an index.html file, and just paste in the code.
Index.html. Cool.
And yeah, we can just paste in the HTML code that we have, and save it. Now, if you run the command npm run dev, it's gonna go to localhost 87. Yeah, perfect.
Cool. Looks like.
Now, if you navigate to localhost 8787, you got the UI up and running. You can still play the game. Still, the UI is running. You don't have to do anything around it. But yeah, so it's like now you can just deploy it, share the link, your friends can play. But it's again not a multiplayer game.
Yeah. So how do we make this into a multiplayer game?
Yeah. So let's go back to now our project.
I love this. What did I miss? Did I miss anything exciting?
Were you gone? Sorry, I just.
Oh, that's brutal. That would hurt.
I don't have two screens. I only have one screen. So
I see how it is. You know what? No, I was here the whole freaking time. Overexposed now, though. So there's a lot of people that showed up when I came back. So if you're just tuning in, we are right now creating a multiplayer Tic Tac Toe game, all hosted on Cloudflare, generated by AI and Harshil AI. And coded by none other than our very own Jason. If you've got comments, questions, want to know something about what we're doing, ask in chat. Like y'all here, you're watching on all the channels. Like people are everywhere right now. Ask questions because we want to talk to you. We want to engage with you. We don't want to just stream here. All right. So where are we right now?
So we now have the UI running in workers. So you can just deploy it, share the link, and people can just play with the game. So that's what we have for now.
All right, can we do it? Can we deploy it?
We can deploy it. You can just do npm. You can close the server and just do npm run deploy. You might have to log into your Cloudflare account for that.
I believe I'm already logged in, so it should just redirect me. Allow.
And so what's Wrangler? I might have missed that.
Yeah, so Wrangler is the CLI tool that we have that allows you to like interact with the Cloudflare ecosystem.
Perfect, love that.
To my personal, won't upload it on company.
Probably for the best. Although we will share this afterwards, so anybody that's watching, we will actually be sharing all the code from this stream in a GitHub repository that's documented with all this stuff afterwards.
Yeah,
I need to pay money.
Durable objects for now is under the Pro plan, which I think is like $5 a month. But if you just want to deploy it, what you can do is just remove the durable object binding and deploy it. But for the final one, we'll need to have deployed it on like a paid account.
We can do it on the work one.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah.
I say that, and I may get in trouble. I apologize, engineering team, if we do a bad thing.
It's fine. It'll be its own.
You would want to log in again. It's gonna still
Oh, okay,
disconnect it to your account. Yeah. You can just close this process. Do npx wrangler login. Yep.
All right, let's try that again.
And now we should be able to do deploy, and you can then select an account. Let's see. Yep.
There you go.
There you go. You now have the game up and running, but still like a single player game.
Can we share this? Like this? Yeah, I guess it's up there right now. So I could go to this link, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. Let's go to Tic Tac Toe. Tic Tac Toe -do dot. What is it? Taplytics.
Taplytics.workers.dev.
Taplytics.workers.dev.
So you should see a similar screen.
That's amazing.
So it's
I love
running
that.
the same game, but
Yeah.
But it's not multiplayer.
yes.
Yeah. So I've got it up here too, and I'm doing this stuff, but this is just on my local device. And if we go back over to Jason's, it's there. So you can use this right now. It's not going to be live for long. By the end of the stream, we'll be taking this one down. But don't worry, if you're like, oh, I really want to play this, you will be able to get access to all this code afterwards. So don't fear. All of this stuff will be available to you down the road. All right. So we've got it up. We've got it working. It's live. What's next?
Oh wait, it's live, but it's not in real time. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go back to our code, and this is where the fun's gonna begin. All right.
So I think first of all, we're gonna have to be able to play a multiplayer game. What you'll need is to connect to another person, and a lot of games have lobbies. I think to show you the ongoing games that you can join or have people join. So I think we could do something like that. But what were you thinking, Harshil?
I like that idea because that's generally how you would do a real-time game. The only thing that I am thinking is how do we add this in a flow on the UI side?
Yeah.
Because on the durable object side, it's gonna be seamless implementing that. But I'm just thinking, how do we do it on the UI side? One thing we can do is, that I am doing with a game that I am building is like have a room code, right?
Room codes.
Randomly generate a room code and then use that as a unique key to, have a session for that.
So why don't we ask
Hey, there we
good
go.
old AI to do that for me?
Nice.
I like it.
I like
Can
it.
you
This is
write
how you get
some
like this is how you
HTML?
accomplish your task that you set out to do in a 2-hour time period. You got to get some AI assistant.
To create a button screen, to create a room code, and also an input for the room code. Let's see where that goes. All right. Now I think we can just apply this, see where that goes,
Oh, sick.
and then
Maybe, yeah, let's just do npm
let's do
dev. Yeah.
just see what it looks like first.
Yeah, we're gonna do this locally. Yeah.
Localhost.
Okay.
Whoa,
Okay,
cool.
Nice.
looks good. I just want to see one thing is if we click on those icons, can it still like, no, on the grid, will it still start the game? Because we don't want that, right?
Yeah. So we'll need to have some sort of state says
Yeah.
game hasn't started yet until you press create room.
Or you join the room.
All right. Back to AI. Do the work for it. Do the work for us, Cursor AI.
Are we just gonna do this entire thing in AI?
I think so. Why not? I mean, we can do it ourselves, but like, I feel like a lot of this work is less exciting than the actual, like, here's how you implement the Cloudflare workers. And also, this is all about DevTools, and I feel like DevTools in 2024 is like, how can you use AI the best way? Not like, how can you do code better? Maybe that's untrue, but all right. What do we need?
Oh, well, we need, when we press create room, can you output a randomly generated code to a text box when the user presses create room?
By the way, if you're watching this stream right now and you have AI dev tools that you like better than Cursor AI, throw it in chat. Let us know. Let us know which ones you like. Yeah, we want to hear from you. All right, what did it do? Oh, adding some more JavaScript, new code for
sorry,
room
let me
creation.
Do
bring
you
this-
also want to tell it to not show the grid?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
like,
only
just
only
show the
grid.
grid only when we have the code.
Okay. Can you hide the grid when the user presses create room button? Or sorry, can you hide the grid until the
Until the user joins the room, I think that's...
until the user, sorry?
Oh, yeah, until they join the room, until somebody
Until
actually
they join the
joins
room,
the
okay.
room. Yeah.
Join room, yes. That could,
Yeah, let's see. Also, I love that you just did that in camel case. Like you literally used the function name. That's fantastic.
yeah, I'm trying to get the AI to, find the things that I want. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're a little iffy.
Absolutely. No, it definitely makes sense. I kind of love it. All right. So let's see. Let's see how that worked.
Let's see. Does this do it?
You just want to
Reloading.
go back. Yeah, just reload it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good. So create room. Okay.
Okay.
Join room.
Join room.
Sick. Perfect. Okay. Nice.
Amazing. This is exactly what we want. Okay, so I think now we can probably start to do some backend stuff, right?
Yep. So let's go to our code. And over here itself, one thing we want to do is send the code to our backend.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when we click on join room is where, we make a call to the backend and then send the code as well.
All right. So let's say when the user presses join room, send a request to our backend, and I'll fill that out a little later. As soon as I finish this prompt, send a request to our backend with the room code input data. So right now our backend is living on where?
It's
How do
under
we-
shows index.ts.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't done anything there yet. So we're gonna add some logic in there to handle these things.
Awesome. And so that's where all of our logic around our WebSockets is going to live, and then where our durable object, like interaction code, is going to live. So again, if you're watching this, WebSockets, durable objects, different. Durable object equals mini server. So think of it as a mini serverless server. Just don't think too hard about that. Just accept it. Just accept the way that it is. It's a place for you to store data. That's all you really need to know.
I just had a question. So the index HTML is being served by this our backend as well. So how will we talk?
So what we're gonna do is
HTML file?
So what we're gonna do is like have an await fetch function in there. So basically a fetch call over there to slash maybe, I don't know, API endpoint, and then we're gonna code that in index.
Okay. So send a fetch request located at.
Hey, there it is. You're a pretty good
so
prompt engineer, Jason.
You say we can just point directly to the index.tf?
No, maybe like slash API. Yeah.
So we can
I see.
modify it.
Because we're gonna code that in the back end.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So let's accept that. Apply that. Ooh, bunch of errors.
It's reusing the variables again, I think.
Ah. See if we can just take that out.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Sure, what is this? Reload, and then if we press the join room, we should see a.
Hopefully.
Yeah, do you want to bump up the network request size? Just so we can see a little bit. Just like if
Oh,
you
like
click,
the.
yeah, if you click in there, just like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
We should have an hello
Hey,
world.
there we
Okay.
go. Sick.
Oh yeah, it's gonna do hello world. Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, it's already there. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, we can look at the code for that.
let's do it.
All right. So let's configure the default export. We're gonna come to durable objects next, but let's configure the default export. So if you scroll down to export default, yeah, over here you see we have a fetch handler, and all it is doing is just returning an object, right? It's not looking for what endpoint it is being called for. It's not checking in, for the room code that we get and stuff like that, right? It's just getting the call, getting the information from the durable object and running a function from durable object, and then just sending it as a response, right? So you want to change this now, and this is where we're gonna start implementing the WebSocket logic, right? So the first thing we want to do is first of all check for the endpoint. How do you call it? The /API endpoint. So we can do if no, let's do this. Const URL equals new URL. Yeah, perfect. And then we get the path name. Oh, Const is already giving us that.
Damn.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we don't want. Okay. We can remove line 68 because we don't have this in here, and I don't know why we're making another fetch call, so we can remove that as well.
See, AI is not that smart.
True. All right, so we have a room code. Now what we want to do over here is, let's go ahead and talk about durable objects, right? So I'm going to start with line 53. So in line 53, we declare an ID, and this ID is basically referencing to a unique durable object. And we create this unique durable object by passing on ID from name. Over here, this is like the path, right? In our case, this unique ID is gonna be the room code, right? So what we want to do is, instead of passing on new URL request, that whole thing, we just want to do, yeah.
So we need to create a room by doing.
Yep,
And then here,
replace this with the room code. So what it's going to do is it's going to create a new durable object for each of the unique room codes that are created. Right. The next thing we want to do is create a stub, as it is in on line 57. But instead of ID, it's going to be room, because we're going to get that particular durable object now. It's going to be room.
oh, I see. So we're creating it.
We are creating a room. Think of it as a room. Now what we are doing is we are telling that, hey, get me this particular room. And now if we eliminate line 61 and bring it on over here and say, just do that. And instead of world, let's just pass on the room code.
Like here?
Yeah. And then return the response, move the response up in the if statement.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this can be hello world. Okay, right. So now if we go back to our application.
Hold on, let's so this is TypeScript stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
just putting a type on it. Nice.
All right, let's go and test it out. So we can go to our application, do a refresh on this. Let's create a room.
So, Harshil, I have a question for you as
Yeah.
we're doing this. It
You-
creates a new durable object per room, right?
Yeah, per room. That's what you're doing.
Well, I wasn't here when we set up the actual durable objects in the system. Does it create it by default as just a key value pair, or by default as a SQLite database? Like, what's the default type of durable object? Or is it just like a separate instance of?
So it's a separate instance of the durable object, right? We are not doing any kind of storage. We are not doing any kind of storage over here. Basically, we're just telling it like, hey, there is a durable object class. Just create a new instance of that class.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's clear.
So now below, if you see, we have hello and then the room code, right? So we are basically passing that to a durable object, and it's returning this value to us.
Nice. Cool.
All right. What next? Next thing all right. I'm thinking. Do we want to start with implementing the WebSocket server, or do we want to add more functions to durable object?
You said the WebSocket stuff was really quick, right? So why don't it's like 3 lines of code? So why don't we just do the WebSocket stuff?
Yeah. Let's do this. If you go to the docs, the Cloudflare docs, we have examples in there. So if you just go to an example, yeah, we got like build a WebSocket server, and with a WebSocket hibernation, we can just go with WebSocket server.
Just want to.
So this is hibernation. So what it does is, let's just say, no one is interacting with the application. It's there. People are in the room, but they are not interacting with the application, right? It's still gonna charge you because the room is kind of active for the durable object, or for Cloudflare, the room is still active, right? Because people are still in there. So what hibernation does is it kind of sleeps, or it tells the room to like sleep until and unless there is an interaction happening. So you're basically saving on the cost of the room being active over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right. So now if you see, we don't need that. All we need is, So what we want to do is we want to check. So when you talk about WebSockets, WebSockets have this header called upgrade, and we check basically if it contains this header or not. If it contains the upgrade header which has the value of WebSocket, we basically spin up a WebSocket server. If not, we send out a response that, hey, the server it's not a WebSocket server, right? So that's how we're gonna do. So, all right, I'm thinking, how do we want to implement this in our application? Because we have a /API endpoint where we are sending out the room code.
So we'll need in that endpoint to have the request header upgrade.
Yeah, we can do that. But the other thing I am thinking right now is the API calls that we make then would happen maybe over the WebSocket, right? And we don't really want that. We want that to be a separate API call. So what we can do is we can have, well, I think so let's do this. We can get the room code. So let's have a global variable room code, and then, maybe let room code, it's going to be a string, and then we get the room code from here, and then in the next we're going to have another if statement where we can do /WebSocket maybe. All right, now over here what we can do is we can do the check of the upgrade headers. So you can just copy the code from the docs. Cool. So over here now what we're doing is we're checking, hey, if it's not WebSocket, just send this response. But if it's a WebSocket, what we want to do is we want to send the WebSocket server, right? So again, like, let's go back to our docs, copy the return. Yeah. All right, wait, I'm thinking, let me think. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back.
Hmm.
So what we want to do is we want to handle the durable objects logic over here, right? So we're going to create
so
the
like-
object over here, yeah.
By the way, if you're watching this stream and you're just arriving, because I know we keep having new people that are arriving, say hello in chat. We'd love to talk to you and not just like talk at you. But also, we are building a multiplayer Tic Tac Toe game live on stream using Cloudflare for everything and AI supported Cloudflare, durable objects. It's going really well so far, but also huge shout out to the Cloudflare docs team. The docs for Cloudflare are exceptional, not only because they cover every use case imaginable, but they provide you with like full examples that you can cut and paste pieces that you need from. So like whoever is on the docs team at Cloudflare should get a raise.
I'll pass it on to the docs team.
You're welcome. Yes, please make sure your manager reaches out to me. I'm sure that my opinion here on this stream will certainly help your TC increase. Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So one thing we want to do is, again, we are still getting the room code from the /API endpoint, right? So we want to move, still have that in the API endpoint path. Not the whole thing, just the room code.
Just the room code.
Yeah. All right. Now we have a global variable room code defined up there. So let's just assign it to this room code, and then we're gonna use it.
Let's do.
Maybe. Yeah, and this is where we're gonna So we're gonna remove this. We don't need this over here now because we already have the room code from the /API call.
Oh, I see. So we're just gonna rely on the.
Yeah, it's gonna give a TypeScript error that it is used before assign or where.
We should do maybe like a default.
Right, and in here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send in a response. So return new response and then it's going to be stub.fetch. You can so it's just return stub.fetch.
Return stub.fetch.
Yeah. .fetch and then pass in just the request that we get in from the main fetch handler. So just do the request.
Request.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna slowly explain what's going on in here because we did a lot of things.
Good. And just before you start, Harshil, Parth has arrived back. So this is perfect timing. So maybe go through the whole thing. Like, what have we just spent the last kind of like half hour doing?
Sure. Let's start from the top. So in the wrangler.toml file, we first set up the assets bindings so that we can show static assets from our worker project. And we defined that, hey, the static assets live in the directory public. And in there, we have our index.html file, which contains the UI for our Tic Tac Toe game. The next thing we did is we added a functionality to create a room and join a room. And when the user joins a room, it makes an API call to, let's just say, the /API endpoint, where it also sends out that particular room code. So far, so good.
Yeah, and here is what it looks like. So let me refresh. Got create room, creates the room, and then join room will make a request to the API endpoint. It doesn't do anything yet, but it will soon. Cool.
All right, cool. Now let's head over to our index.ts file where our actual backend lives. So we have a default export where we have a fetch handler, and this basically is listening for all the incoming calls. So the first thing we do is we check if the path is /API or not. If it is that path, we extract the room code from that request, and then we set the room code as like a kind of a global variable. The next thing is we check if the path is /WebSocket. If it's the WebSocket, which means that the user wants to connect to a WebSocket server, and that's where we check for a couple of things. The first, we just check for actually one thing, is the upgrade header, because whenever you are connecting to a WebSocket server, you basically have a header called upgrade, which contains the value WebSocket, right? If it does not contain that value, we say, hey, it accepted it was expecting that, but it did not got that, and just kind of returning a message over here. But if there is this header in there, we create a new durable object instance for that particular room. We get that room, and then we return that a fetch handler for that particular room. So till now, we had a default fetch handler, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a fetch handler for durable objects. So if we go now we scroll up, we can just have async fetch, and it's gonna take request. Yeah, and you can just wait, I had this LIU. We don't really want the environment variable in the state going in there. Perfect. So let's change this message and say hello world from durable objects, just to see how things look like. All right. So whenever someone makes a call to /WebSocket, this is gonna happen. But again, we still need to connect our application to the WebSocket in here. So let's ask Cursor how we can connect. Nah, Jason is like way ahead of me on this.
So when do we want to ask to
connect to
join the WebSocket?
Maybe when someone clicks on join room button.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Someone clicks on join room button, make a fetch request to /WebSocket with header upgrade with a value of WebSocket. Let's see what it does.
I know we keep talking on like all over the internet about like how AI is really changing the world of dev. I just feel like you can get to the meat so much faster now, right? It's like, yeah, we still need to review all this stuff and it's not going to work. But like most of the time we were just going to like Stack Overflow and copying stuff from there before anyways. And now at least you're getting like comments. I feel like that's the secret to AI, is like at least it's giving you like inline comments and explaining things. So even if you're getting it wrong, like you actually know what each function and section is doing, which I think is a unique thing that AI delivers that like a lot of these other tools did not.
So it looks like it's doing a bunch of other stuff. So it's creating a WebSocket class. Is this what we want?
Yeah, so that's how we're going to interact with the WebSockets and connect with the WebSockets. So I would say we can like use this code and try it out, but it seems to be correct to me. It seems to be fine.
All right, let's give it a try. And we can just control Z if we don't like it. Ooh. Right.
Parth, I feel like we should do more streams like this, where we just get to kind of show up and like be the pieces of bread on either side of just like the awesome sandwich of guests.
Yeah, I think this would be nice to get more people in.
100%.
It says the connection closed. There is, and so it's doing the WebSocket call. That's cool. I think I know where the problem is, but All right. So far so good. Things seem to be working. We have it making a call to the WebSocket server. Let's go back to our index.ts file. So over here now, what we want to do is we getting a web socket request. So we want to accept that request and do like maybe send a message or configure how we want to do that. So let's go back to the docs again. Just going to copy and paste the code from the example. Yeah. So what we want to do is inside it, if you see in the fetch handler, we can reuse the whole thing. Yep. And the other thing we can also copy is like, how do we want to handle when a connection is open or when there is an error or when a connection is closed or when there is a message coming in. All right. Okay. So let's maybe go to the fetch handler again and see what we have done over here. So now this is expecting a web socket connection request, right? So it basically has a client and a server. So we are getting that request from the main request, and then we are again here using the hibernation API, and we are saying that, hey, accept this request because we want to interact with this particular connection that is coming in. And then we are saying status 101, which is like, all right, things look good. We are connected and we can start interacting with that particular connection, right? Down below, we have a function that is WebSocket message, which would basically send out a message whenever it receives a message from the client or from the connection. I see Jason might have a few questions. I feel like it.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like we're creating a server. The WebSocket pair is giving a client and a server.
Yeah.
But this request is not being used anywhere. So
yeah, so it's going to be a default thing, right? It's basically going to call fetch, and fetch is going to not use that request. But because this is a default incoming call, we don't have any paths going on in there, right? It's not like for durable objects we have /API or /WebSocket or any other path, right? Neither we have any other request information that we need. So we are just using the default thing over here, like, hey, whenever a request is made, just do the whole thing.
Right.
Don't really need to do anything over here.
All right.
All right. So this should work now. But I am. Let's see. I don't think we are handling the incoming messages. Let's see.
Let's create a room, join room. Whoa. Very nice. Connecting the room.
Let's go.
I like how AI added the messages as well.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't even do that. I literally have done nothing for the past 15 minutes.
Don't say that you've done nothing, Jason. You have prompted some very nice prompts, and you have troubleshooted those prompts, which is really that's really the job.
Yeah. So it looks like the message is giving durable object message, and that means the WebSocket has received the message here.
Received the message, yeah, exactly.
Fire. That's awesome.
Nice.
Right, so we have now a WebSocket server running. It's connected to our application. Things look good.
Done. Walk away. Don't even need to worry about Cloudflare. That's it. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for being here on the stream. If you're just tuning in, by the way, we're like 60% of the way there now. So we've got UI for our Tic Tac Toe game. We've got it hosted. It's like literally live. Like you could actually go and visit this. I'll put it up there in case you want to go and check it out. If you want to play some Tic Tac Toe while you're watching.
I think it's only on my local right now, but
not this version, but like the original version.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you want to go play this, you can play it. Just go tictactoe-do.tabletics.workers.dev. No, we're not done.
Zero, right?
Andrew,
I was
you're
100%
peeking.
muted. I was 100% muted. Oh, did you?
Kind of
Parth?
cut out.
You're peeking. You're peeking there.
Oh, thank you. We're not done, Smitty. We're still here. We're going for a little while. We're only 60% of the way there. So we're not done yet. We are almost there because we actually still have to make it multiplayer, which we have not done yet.
We're almost there, exactly. Yeah. All right. So we are receiving the message. We are sending the message, but we are not sending the state of the game or anything in there. So that's what we can do in index.html and start implementing the logic to send messages.
Nice.
All right. So we see over here when we join the room, there is an on message function which we basically make an on message call and send a message to the server saying that we joined the room. That's good, but we need to once we start playing with the game, we need to also send the state of that thing to our server. All right. I think we might need to change a few things here, Jason, because we have joined the room, but we want to send a message every time a user clicks on those blocks.
Yeah.
Right. And what is happening right now is the WebSocket. The WebSocket logic is inside the join button event handler, whereas it should be kind of global. So we can do the connection part. Let's just say from line 118 to 129 can just leave outside of this. Maybe no. Wait. Just trying to think now.
So, let's think about it. So when we go to the website, we can create a room if there hasn't been already. Once we press join room with a room code that was created, we're creating a request to the server to create a room for us.
Yep.
Now, as another user, that user will need to also input a room code, press the same join room button, and then also make the same request. I see what you mean. So instead of they'll also need to create or connect to the WebSocket, but instead of sending the room code, they'll need to send the room code as a different request so that the durable object server can connect to the room and send the message back saying the room was connected.
Yep. Makes sense.
Okay. Let's get the AI to do that.
I love this.
This is the best DevTools and DevCools that I think we've done, Parth. We've got 4 people that know how to code professionally, and we're we'll just offload it to the AI. I think we're all doing about 20. I think Harshil, you may be doing the most work. Actually, I don't know. Jason's actually doing the most work. By the way, Jason, you are doing exceptional, all things good. Considering this is your first ever live coding stream, I'm assuming you may have a future in this. If you ever decide that you don't want to be a professional software engineer anymore, DevRel may be the space for you.
Can you send so we'll need to do this. So instead of, the API, this is basically our join.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think. So Harshil, you're saying every single user that comes to the website will need to connect to this /WebSocket just regardless?
Yes, because we want people to, when not every single user, the people who have joined the room should be able to do that.
Okay. what?
Yeah, so I guess it would be on join, right?
Just trying to think what we need to add. So, room code connects to the server.
If data type equals joined, it should be there that it actually starts the socket. So like 136. Being a system of 15 years, putting in software as mass, I understand. Hey, that's cool. Awesome, Smitty. I love that. So yeah, Smitty's watching, somebody on the stream, was a sysadmin for 15 years, pivoting to software. I love that. Amazing. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're definitely here to explain this code. And like, if you're just getting into software, like Cloudflare is the place. Like, it does everything. And if you're looking for like a safe space to explore, it's amazing. You can even like host your domains actually on Cloudflare now. Like, you can literally do everything. You can do everything from hosting your website to protecting your website.
Okay, I'm just gonna rephrase this because you can like start with buying your domain name,
Yeah.
hosting your application, and then adding protection or like firewall to your application. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
It's wild. It's so cool. So yeah, I think in there, that makes sense, right?
Connecting to room. So I think this so it opens the socket at this point. I think this message could be a little better. So it's connecting to room. It technically is already connected. So maybe this is what's confusing me, I think.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So then we want to when another user joins.
Let's do this. Maybe open up another window, a browser window, and just try entering the same room and see what happens.
Oh, good call.
It's a good idea.
Okay, so that's good.
So they're both there. Let's see. Let me try that again. Code join.
101. Okay.
Cool. So now we need to.
Now what we want to do is send a message whenever a user clicks on the grid.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
we need to go and find. I guess we're in index.html right now, right?
Yeah, actually, before that, I think we need to change this to say once a user joins, instead to say the game started, the opponent has joined.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good call. The only thing I'm thinking right now is, because I've done this for the game that I've been building, is
it going to be time consuming to do this?
Not really. It's like, how many people are going to play the game? It's 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to add that logic first, that both people have joined the game, and then update the state, right?
That makes sense. So yeah, it's just like, so if users, or if this code has been used twice, what are we?
So if 2 users
log
can
into
add code to the durable object.
Yeah, to limit
code
to 2 users per game. Yeah.
Let's see what that is.
Okay, room full. That makes so much more sense. Yeah, just like a super simple Boolean. Connection size 2. Love that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm just trying to see if it's doing good connection. Message. Okay. maybe I'm gonna scroll down a bit. I'm just trying to see how is it finding, how many people have joined the room.
It's the connections. So it's the this connections.
Oh, so it's checking to see if there's two ready connections in this.
Yeah. If you scroll up, there was like an if to like go. Oh, hold on. Down. It's that line right there. This connection size equals 2.
Oh, interesting. Okay, this is a good approach. For my game, I did something very different.
Hmm.
Well, this is a good approach. We can try it out.
We'll try it out. See if it works. Let's see. I'm gonna copy this because it's pissing off.
Can you do like a split window in here? So like there's one tab, like 2 tabs of the same thing.
Somebody's used to using a specific browser that makes that process easier. Arc. But you can do it. You can do it with Chrome too. Let's go, Jason.
It's a little less nice, but so create a room. Oh, let's refresh. I might have created 2. Cool. Then join. Let's see if this works. Okay.
Did we save the changes in there? In the
I believe
interface?
so.
Okay.
I don't think we did anything to, because if we do this,
Let's try this.
87, maybe this one will fail.
We're not handling this in the front end side right now, right? We're just doing on the back.
That might not be. Oh man. God. Can't see. It's so small.
Is there any error that we're seeing anywhere?
No errors, it looks like.
So that this connections does exist. So maybe it's not showing up as 2. Maybe it should be 1 because it probably is counting.
All right. This connection dot add so.
Do like a this connections console log, like console log this connections to see.
I think it's because if the room is full, it doesn't do anything with it.
Oh, fair. All right, well, that'll do it.
Oh, I guess here, room full.
But it should be returning that response, and it wasn't.
But that's only if there is 2 people and the third person tries to join, right?
Oh, that's true. So yeah, what if we do another window and try and join there? So there's already 2 in there, and then if you
do a third, then it should.
Yeah, it should have. I tried this already, so I should have aired out.
No.
Again, like we're not handling on the front end side.
On the client side, but we're not even seeing an error, are we? Do we see an error in the response?
No, it was.
Yeah, it worked. It worked fine.
Because I think if it worked correctly, it shouldn't have even
loaded. Yeah.
Like it should give a 403, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the 101.
Yeah, you're right.
Whew.
So I mean, we've got like 25 minutes left. So how much do we want to worry about the room being full, or do we want to worry about making sure that we've got all the data in there? I guess that would be my question.
Let us just assume a third person won't try to join.
Yeah, we're gonna assume. So why don't we just like undo the logic that we just did and then move into like the actual data object stuff.
All right, I'm good with that. So now we need to, when a user hits one of the boxes, send the message to the durable object that one of the
So
the boxes.
I know how Battlesnake did this, which was very similar. So basically, in Battlesnake, it would send the entire game board. So it would send like, here's what the entire game board looks like, and then it would just update the game board for all the users. So that's really what we need to do is basically like every time that somebody does a move, send the entire game board as like a data structure, and then update like the WebSocket needs to go and update for the other user as well.
Yeah, I like that idea. Someone clicks on a box. Send a message to the WebSocket with the entire game board state.
I can't imagine trying to do this manually.
This is a lot of code.
Like in a 2 hour, well, really an hour and a half time block to be able to try and do this. I mean, we could troubleshoot it in 2.5 hours, but
Yeah, I think it is very useful for a lot of the boilerplate.
yeah,
So here is
100%.
when cells clicked, handle cell click. Where's that code?
handle cell click.
Socket send move.
But we
Okay.
are also looking to update the other person's board as well, right? Does that do that?
So it will send the message, but once also.
So right now, let's just send the message. Once we have that going, we can look into, what happens when another person receives the message.
Okay, fair. Yeah, let's just do one at a time. That makes sense. So yeah, implement what you got right now.
Shoot, where do we go? This one, man.
So if you're just tuning in, everybody, by the way, so we are building a multiplayer Tic Tac Toe game out of all hosted and all using Cloudflare workers. We're also using durable objects. That's kind of the secret sauce today. Durable objects are, think of them as mini web servers that you can use in like a Cloudflare serverless environment. So basically you can store data in these and you can use that to share data between different users in a stateless world. And so you could have multiplayer games like this AI generated Tic Tac Toe game that you're able to share with your friends. And you'll be able to view all of this code. Even if it's not fully working, we're going to share all the code afterwards. And then you can maybe build it out for us and share the result with us. But I think we'll get there. We got time. We'll get there.
Okay, so they want to apply this so that handles the board display. Oh, look. Okay, it's doing a bunch of other stuff. So when the handle cell is clicked, we will send a socket message with the board state. And I think here we also need to update the durable object. Okay.
Makes sense. We removed the distort connections map earlier.
I think it's because it's working off the old prompt.
So
Let's see. We take this out. Let's start a new. And a user clicks on a cell. Send a socket message to update with the updated game board state.
Yeah, it looks similar to what we had before. Oh, that's actually simplifying it a little bit more. Oh no, there we go. Room button. Oh, that's the join room button that they're calling that on.
Okay. Now, when we check the logs to see when we actually press a button, we should be sending a message.
maybe because both players haven't joined.
Oh, maybe. Try that again. Or maybe because I didn't join the room.
Maybe. Yeah, try So we got 2 people in there. Oh, did something happen there? Or we got an error? We don't get to see the error? Oh, there we go. Unexpected token. Object is not valid JSON.
Oh.
Okay. So in one of the messages that we are sending,
We should be sending.
this, okay, in the WebSocket message that you see, the WebSocket message function.
Yeah.
Connections that get WebSocket. Oh, message.
Yeah. So we need to update that to actually send the message.
Oh, so it's parsing the event data.
Ah,
We're just sending out a string right now. What we want to do is maybe just send out the message. So we can do JSON.stringify.
oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So basically just sending out the message that we receive from the user.
Yeah.
So broadcasting the messages to all the users.
All right. Okay. Good. Awesome. Awesome.
Oop.
Are we
I should be
getting
doing
error
here.
this time? No errors, but also no.
Maybe check the network tab. Yep.
No, we're not sending.
No errors though.
That's good. Yeah, no errors is good. Oh,
Oh,
okay. So something message from server. So
Connection opened.
oh, plugin.
oh, give me a second.
All right. So it is actually sending. It is sending this stuff. So that's good. But we're not seeing it on the server side stuff.
Second screen. Finally.
It's sending the message and it is receiving the message. I think it's.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think we just need to do something with the message.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and just need to update the UI.
So we're getting the message, we're sending the message.
So we just got an update game board.
Okay.
Join, move, update game board. Okay. Try it out.
Yeah, let's try it out.
I love that it's adding little pieces to that as well, like showing you whose turn it is as well.
Yeah,
which is
we
kind
need
of
to
fun.
do that. So save. Let's do refresh.
I think something happened. I don't know. Let's try.
I wonder if Jason's going to be able to hear us because his AirPods just joined.
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
let's debug what is happening.
Some sort of warning in there.
So we're getting the message.
Okay, yeah. So, oh no, it's only seeing the room code.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. I think I know what's happening over here.
Okay, good.
Let's go back to durable objects.
Yeah.
Right. So what over here we are doing is we are taking on the WebSocket message. If you see, we are getting the WebSocket, which is basically one connection that we have. That is the first player, and we are sending back the message to the first player. We're not sending the message to the second player. So basically, we're not broadcasting the message.
Awesome.
So what we want to do is do this dot ctx dot get WebSockets, I think it's called. Yeah, the last one. Yeah, and for each, and then yeah. Exactly. Just
Yeah.
do that, and we can just comment out the first. Yeah, just remove this, and it should work. Hopefully.
Cool. So
Don't have dangerous words. It might work. There's a possibility that
We'll
this
see.
Oh, all right. Something's happening. No,
Join
Good
room.
join. Okay, yep, we're seeing join room stuff.
All right. So this player 2 is also now receiving a message.
Yeah.
Let's just send a message from player
Yep.
1. Yeah.
Yep.
So just not updating the UI now.
No.
Mm.
So do another one. Like click another place. Yeah.
So if you see both of them are receiving the message now.
Yeah, that's sick. Okay, so that's good. So we've got what we want there. But yeah, we need to update the UI. So where did you call that? Maybe it's the data type isn't there? Like, are we actually sending a move? Oh, I guess we are a type move.
Type data equals move.
So it's not changing this text. So that means the data type.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually seeing the data type because we've converted it to JSON, right? So it could be like, because we're parsing JSON.
Do we want to put a console log just to see what we're getting there?
Yeah, I'm trying to find where.
No, you were in the right spot. Oh, I see.
So it is
Just where
signifying
we're
here.
receiving the message, right?
Yeah,
we
but
can
just-
Yeah,
slash
okay,
it.
so let's do.
Yeah.
Oh,
just right
message
there.
from server is event data.
Yeah, and I would just like do another console log under there that's like event. Or yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's a little better. Refresh.
Okay, so then awesome. And then do you need to click it one time? Oh yeah, I guess you will. Okay, type move board.
So we
Doesn't seem to be updating.
Do just data type,
Or-
like instead, like in the console log, do data.type. Because I wonder if maybe it's just like the way that we're specifically saying data.type. I'm wondering what it returns as.
How about I do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it is
should.
working. Yeah, I mean, like it's probably getting here, but I think this should be the room message and update game board. So yeah, I think there is.
If all else fails, just console log yourself to death, everybody. That's like half the journey of being a developer. It's like 5%.
it
right?
says message from server undefined.
Yeah, that should that be undefined or should that say something?
It should say
when you
move,
join?
right?
Yeah,
No,
Well, I haven't moved
move
yet,
should
so
only
maybe-
happen when you move.
yeah, but it's it's nothing, right?
Oh.
Is that sending to? Oh yeah, okay. So,
Oh, you should-
So we are sending the data, we are receiving the data.
You should see what the event data is and then see like what the value on there should be, maybe. Like just print out both.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Wait, data event.data.
Just log both and then
all right, let's see what this does.
I think we're just getting the wrong.
Okay, message from server, good. And now game. Okay, so that's sending.
but I can't find the object dot type on that for some reason.
Can it be because of the type? Maybe you want to
Oh,
check
could you
the
go
type.
back for a sec? Oh, never mind. Sorry, what did you
Should
say?
be an
Harshil?
object. I was just saying maybe you want to check the type, but it should be an object. The type of data should be an object.
Yeah, because you're doing
Exactly. We're already
parsing.
passing it.
It's so weird.
Oh, it's a string.
It's a string.
So we might want to
You gotta
do
parse it again?
parse it again, yeah.
That's so weird. Oh, because
Oh, you gotta parse and then
Event.data.
parse. Goodness.
Oh, is it because you need to parse event and then get the data out of it?
I think because
Just
the event.data is.
We can just parse the whole thing again.
Yeah, just parse the JSON parse, like wrap it.
Jeez.
Just
Don't try
just
this at
like
home,
many,
kids.
just many layers. This is recursion, everybody. If you are wondering, we're just recursively parsing.
Keep the
JSON.
console log.
Oh well, hold on.
Or, well,
I'm confident we don't need the console log.
We don't.
We don't need console logs where we're going.
Hey,
you don't
let's
need the
go.
console log where we are going. You're right.
Let's go, Jason. Yo, this is pretty freaking amazing. And so this is, by the way, if you're watching this, an hour and a half, AI, only basically 1.5 people working out of 4 people on this stream. And we got here. Dang, Cloudflare. Like,
That was pretty sick.
that was sick. Jason, how do you feel? That was like your first go to like try and do something like this. How is that as like a dev experience?
I think certainly we couldn't have done it without Cursor. Cursor was a massive help in writing a lot of the boilerplate, taking off that like mental load of thinking about creating a WebSocket, connecting to the WebSocket. First of all, creating the entire game board, that would have taken me the entire 2 hours if I had to do it by hand. So.
But I will say, like, a lot of the stuff that was direct from Cloudflare, like the docs in there were pretty fantastic. Getting the project set up through the CLI through Wrangler was awesome. The fact that all of this exists in one place. Can we deploy this?
You can deploy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's deploy it.
Just 2 things. First, right now I don't think we are checking for like the condition where what player clicks what.
Oh no, we are.
So-
We are.
Are
'Cause
we?
It shows up. Yeah, it shows up in the text. So restart the game.
Yeah, but if like on the let's redo the game because I think if player 2 can do both X and 0.
I think I
That's
could.
my
Yeah. Okay.
assumption.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's something that we can do, I think, later on.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like checking that. The other thing, because you mentioned boilerplate code, I don't know if you folks have heard about PartyKit. Sunil Pai, he created PartyKit, which is basically allowing you to create real-time applications. And he has created something called Party Server, which is an NPM library. So if you want to just open Party Server, it uses durable objects under the hood.
So where
And
is it?
Party Server.
Yeah, I've got to load it up on mine.
Yeah.
This is it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so PartyKit is kind of the whole platform. When you deploy an app on PartyKit, I think it deploys on Cloudflare itself. But if you want to like have more flexibility, you can use the package called Party Server. Yeah, the NPM, yeah.
Wow, really?
Like in like a few lines of code, you have like the whole durable object WebSocket server up and running.
What
If
are you
just
doing to
open
us?
up-
We're building this by ourselves, Harshil. We're
It like I have been using it, and it's like so easy. I did not have to like configure the whole thing. I think it has some example that we can like quickly take a look at to see how easy it is. Maybe I think it's in the fixtures.
Or random, maybe? Or no.
by the way, we as developers really love random names of things. What is a fixture? I have no idea what a fixture is.
Maybe
so
go to let's go to
Wait,
source. Maybe go to the source in this. There would be an index. Yeah, server.ts file. So
Okay,
this
yeah.
is like So this is like Party Server giving you a WebSocket server out of the box, built on top of durable objects. You don't really have to configure anything in here. Just like a couple of like I think it's like 42 lines of code, and you have a WebSocket server up and running.
Dang, that's fantastic.
Amazing.
Pros to Sunil Pai. Like I love using this if I'm building a WebSocket application using durable objects. Removes a lot of boilerplate code. Quick and easy to do this.
Yeah. Dang. All right. So check this out if you haven't. So check out the Cloudflare docs. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post Party Server. I'm gonna post these in chat if you're interested in this, and I'll try and put these links in the notes for the stream as well, so you can check out that. You can also check out PartyKit.io, which I also posted there. And so yeah, check these out, but also just go check out like durable objects. You can literally Google this on Google. Where else would you Google it? Oh man, my Google is struggling. Check out the docs for Cloudflare durable objects. Now, you said, Harshil, that you have to have like a paid account right now, right?
For now, you need to have like the basic paid account. It's like $5 a month. So you can just get it for a month, try it out. If you love it, you can continue using it. If not, it's on you.
Cool. Yeah, and just in case you're wondering, like
you might want to do workers paid plan, Cloudflare workers paid plan.
Workers pricing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like $5 a month. You get with free. You get 100,000 requests per day. That's a lot. No charge for duration. 10 milliseconds of CPU per invocation. Standard $5. This is the $5 a month one, right?
Yeah.
So $5, you get 10 million per month, which is a lot. No charge for limited duration, and then more after that. So, I love that. And then like example pricing, yet another example of like well-written documentation that like is like, okay, here's the pricing, and then here's what it might look for like you depending on your project.
And with the best thing I like about Cloudflare is with like the free plan itself, you can use D1, you can use workers KV. You can also, I think, use R2. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but you might be able to. You can also do workers AI if you're building an AI application. And if you feel like you're getting a lot of traffic, and if you want to like extend and like use more services like durable objects or queues, you can just go and like get the $5 plan.
I love that. And I also love, I haven't actually seen this. Oh, this is amazing. Is this one of your babies, or is this another thing from Cloudflare Developer Education?
It's another thing from Cloudflare Education.
I love that. Yeah, prevent DDoS attacks, replace your VPN, secure your internet traffic, zero trust web access, build applications with workers. We actually used this, I think, when we did something a while ago, Parth. But like there's so much good stuff that exists in the Cloudflare documentation. Like this is probably some of the best developer documentation on the internet right now, I would say, like if you're getting started. And arguably Cloudflare is probably, if you're getting started in web development and you're like, where do I start? Do Cloudflare, like start using Cloudflare. Okay, so Jason, first experience, you had to deal with Cloudflare. Is it a dev cool, or are we dev fools for using Cloudflare?
We're definitely dev cool. That was
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Yeah, I agree. That was very cool. I loved it. Yeah.
Awesome. I did not knew we were doing this dev fool thing at the end.
I mean, neither did I, in fairness. These things kind of pop into my head, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not good. Yeah, ask Parth. Sometimes I say things. I probably should plan them out a little bit better. But yeah, I think that like really at the end of the day, this is like a great example of a dev tool that is like gonna make your life easier for building these things. And the fact that we were able to do it, this is a fairly newly released project. On the Cloudflare side, right? Like durable objects are fairly
Durable objects have been there for a while. The SQLite storage in durable objects is fairly new.
Okay, fair. But like we were able to get up and running in an hour and a half with some AI, obviously some support here. But if you watch this and you're like, oh, I'd really love to go and try that. Like I said, Jason's got all the code on his device. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna upload it over to our GitHub so that you can get access to it there. Also, if you are wanting to connect with any of us, where can people find you on the internet? So Harshil, maybe start with you. Where can people find you if they have questions?
I am decently active on LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm just trying to see if I can change my name real quick. I don't think so. So it's like at Harshil1712.
I can change it for you. Just give me one second.
Almost all the platforms. You can just do linkedin.com/in/Harshil1712. You can find me on LinkedIn, the same handle on Twitter. I have a couple of examples on durable objects and other Cloudflare products. So if you want to check them out, it's on my GitHub profile as well. we can do that as well.
Is it 1712 because you were born in 1712? Is that the reason? Dang, you're looking good for your age, my friend. And then another Cloudflare question. Is there like a Discord that people can join if they want to like connect with other Cloudflare developers?
There is, and I'm glad you asked. So I'm just gonna share this link in the private chat because I don't think I can do it.
Yep, I'll share it in the public
comments.
Yep. Okay, so I just put it up in comments. I'm also going to put it in a banner across the bottom. Join the Cloudflare community at this address. Save. Scroll across the bottom. Yeah, so if you are interested in connecting with other Cloudflare developers, you can join the Cloudflare community, discord.cloudflare.com. You can join it there. Can they find you over there, Harshil?
You can find me over there. You can ask me questions. I like to, answer questions. If I can, if I don't, I try to always like bother other people to get you answers. So definitely I'm going to be there to help you out.
Awesome. And Harshil, remember next time that you're like traveling Canada way and you might happen to find an extra Cloudflare shirt or swag in your bag, like we would never turn down a little bit of Cloudflare love. Y'all are the dev tool of the moment. So
absolutely.
I love it. So if you have just tuned into the stream, because I know a few of you have, it's too late. You've arrived just at the end, but that's okay because this stream bot is going to be everywhere. This is going to be up on YouTube. It's on LinkedIn. It's on X. It's on Twitch. All these places you're going to be able to find it. If you just Google DevTools DevCools, you can find this stream. You can find some other streams. We've actually done Cloudflare stuff before on this stream, and it was a really great experience. So if you're interested in any of the tools that we talked about today on the stream, go and check out this series. If you want to find some stuff on Cloudflare, do you guys have a YouTube channel that they can go and check out, Harshil?
We do have a YouTube channel. You can always go to Cloudflare's Dev. That's the best place. The team is, I am so glad that I work with an amazing team that they're pushing out with new videos every time. So you can always find some interesting videos and learn more about Cloudflare on our YouTube channel.
I love that. And I'm pretty sure you have a video that is out there on the channel about durable objects, right?
On queues, on Cloudflare queues.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So maybe another stream for another time, Cloudflare queues. Now, Parth, Jason, I kind of want to give the final word maybe over to Jason. What do you think, Parth?
Yeah, I think it was fun for the time that I was here, and even from before, like we've used like a lot of Cloudflare products. I think we used D1, we used KV, and just like on stream we've done things with it. It's always easy to get started, so it's always nice, and it's always nice to get a friendly face that knows what's happening and able to guide us. So that was nice. It was a good change. I think 4 people is. I think it should be the normal, right, Andrew? Like
I agree. Actually,
4 people.
We just don't want to work. That's really the moral of this story. We want to have other people work. But this is great. I think if you're watching this stream and you are from another, I got no face. If you are from another dev tool company and you're like, hey, this was a cool stream, I'd love to feature my dev tool on your stream. You got to bring Harshil level energy. You got to bring Jason level tech skills, and you got to bring Cursor level coding knowledge to the stream. But we'd love to have you. We'd love to explore your dev tool and see if it is a dev cool or if we are dev fools live on stream. But Jason, final word over to you for the stream today.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Harshil, for coming on and helping me stumble my way through durable objects. Very cool. Very dev cool.
Very dev cool. Well, from all of us at DevCycle, myself, Parth, Jason, and I'm sure from the entire team at Cloudflare, thank you all who tuned in and caught this live. If you are stuck around to the end of our entire video here, thank you for being here. Be sure to check out the links in the description below for links to all the GitHub things and to all of the people that are on this stream, to all their social places and places that you can connect. And yeah, Harshil, I just really want to say from me, I'm so glad that we were finally able to do this. And I'm so grateful that you made this happen. And it was so good.
Thank you. Thanks to you.
Oh, amazing. All right, everybody. I think with that, I'm going to pull us all off, throw up our little D&D ad and call it a day. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time here on DevTools and DevCools and around the DevCycle community. Bye.
Don't go in there. They're having the let's try to figure out what customers want meeting again. It's gotten a little weird.
Signups are strong, but adoption of key features remains stagnant. What do?
We gotta merge that PR. Yeah, we have to. That's our only choice. Okay. We cast merge on the PR for the new dashboard. Oh no.
Your actions have caused the company to go viral for the wrong reason.
God. Oh.
Oh no, what do we do?
Roll for initiative.
No, I can't. No,
New features shouldn't be left to a roll of the dice. Use DevCycle to ship with low risk and instant rollbacks. Unrolls, re-rolls.
How do we make this into a dice pun?